Welcome to the ChrisReasonNetwork. I'm Chris, and today is the first episode of Weird and Random Things in Gaming, where we just literally go over interesting things that I find in video games. It can be controllers, consoles, games, whatever. And today we are talking about the PlayStation analog Joystick dual controller, which is a giant flight stick controller for the PlayStation 1 that was made before the analog sticks came out for the PlayStation 1 controllers. We got the dual stick controllers, L1, L2, R1, R2, X, circle, triangle, square. We got the start and select up here, different modes. These two would be pretty much your left and right analog sticks. You also have individual buttons on here, also square, L2, R2 is back here, triangle's right here. A little bit different. You got circle, X, and then you also got L1 and R1 right here. A little bit different. Have not tried this, don't even know if it works, but we're going to find some gameplay and some more footage for this. Announced into the public in August of 1995, the analog joystick was released to the public in Japan in early of 1996. The PlayStation analog joystick is Sony's first analog controller for the PlayStation and is the precursor to the PlayStation dual analog controller, which is also known as the basic dual analog controller, but right after they didn't have any of the sticks. That's how we know the controllers. It is often incorrectly referred to as the Sony Flight Stick, not to be confused with the Flight Stick line of joysticks for PlayStation consoles by third-party peripheral manufacturer. I can't talk anymore. The analog joystick used potentiometer technology previously used on consoles such as the Rerez. Instead of relying on binary 8-way switches, the controller can be detect minute angular changes through the entire range of motion. So pretty much it picks up really a lot quick. The stick also features a thumb-operated digital hat switch on the right joystick corresponding to the traditional D-pad and used for instances when simple digital movements were necessary. A compatibility mode for the analog joystick was included in the dual analog controller, Sony's first analog revision of the original gamepad design. PS1 games that support the analog joystick have an analog joystick compatible icon on the back cover of the case. The analog joystick has a switch to select either analog or digital mode. When in the digital mode, both sticks function as the gamepad on a regular PS1 controller. Older PS1 games that do not support the PS1 DualShock sticks can work with the analog joystick. There's a few notable games there's a list of games that work with the analog joystick. Here are some notable games: Ace Combat 2 and 3, Asteroids, Atari Anniversary Edition Redux and Collection 2, ATV Racers, Centipede, Car and Driver Grand Tour Racing 1998, Colony Wars and Colony Wars Vengeance, Formula 1 98, Galaxian 3 Japan and Europe editions only, Independence Day, MechWarrior 2, 31st Century Combat, the original Metal Gear Solid, Arcade's Greatest Hits, the Midway Collection 2, used in Blaster, Missile Command, Nightmare Creatures, Pitfall 3D Beyond the Jungle, Rise 2 Resurrection, Sled Storm, Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage, and Spyro Year of the Dragon, Star Wars Demolition, Siphon Filter 1 through 3, Vigilante 8, Wind Commander 4, The Price of Freedom. There are only two PlayStation 2 games that are compatible with the analog joystick completely. R-Type Final, both analog and digital mode. And then the XG3 Extreme G Racing, both analog and digital mode. There are other PS2 games that can also use the PlayStation analog joystick, but only in the digital mode. Metal Slug Anthology, Gradius 3, and Gradius 4. There are other games that support the controller's analog mode, but force the player to use the digital hat switch instead of the analog sticks. So you can't use the stick, you gotta use the little knob that's on the top for that hat switch. Sadly, I don't own any of these games that I support it, so I can't test them out. But there will be footage throughout the video here. There are also Thank you for taking a look at the PlayStation Analog Joystick controller with me today. If there are any other controllers and weird oddities you want me to look at, leave a comment down below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you know when we are live and other content has been uploaded. Check the links in the description below in the link tree to help support the channel. Use promo code CRN10. Peace and bacon grease.
Check out W Energy to get 10% off your order today using CRN10 for the code. Or visit w.gg/discount/CRN10 and get 10% off. Get blends like Galaxy Grenade, Dub Sludge, Dragon Aid. Perfect stuff, no sugar, no calories. And get a great booth for gaming, YouTube streaming, and a whole bunch more. Twitch, whatever. Check it out now. Use code CRN10 for 10% off or w.gg/discount/CRN10.